Across our universe, a special significance is often bestowed upon the third planet from a star. Earth, Kepler 186, and Centauri Prom Tenarimafu. In the Pathfinder universe, another third planet exists, the world of Golarion.
Golarion is a striking blue and green jewel against the backdrop of the void. Clouds of white and gray dance across its atmosphere, forming ever-changing patterns over the continents. Vibrant blue oceans reflect the golden sunlight, while its lush green landmasses are marked by vast forests, rolling hills, and towering mountain ranges.
Golarion is a world of contrast and complexity, from ancient ruins that hold undead civilizations to vibrant, multicultural cities of the living. Golarion is a place of magic and mysteries, where legends come to life, and a captivating narrative of cultures, ancestries, and histories weave an incredible tapestry.
Join us in the heart of the Pathfinder universe, a hub of magic and myth, where ancient gods and fabled creatures shape its destiny. Join us for tales of long-lost treasures, nefarious villains, and heroic alliances that will shape the fate of the world and become known as the Wayfinder Legends.
Excellent. Yes. Last time we left off, there was a goblin dog snapping at Plame. And he had a very good 2-hit. 19. And he yanks that chunk of meat right out of your hand. Runs off into the woods.
Does he still have all his fingers?
1, 2, half.
4, 5.
So the goblin dog runs off. The slightly bleary-eyed Inara's got her Borgie.
Uh-huh.
And I mentioned to Inara that she needs to get a chain for her
Chain
pup.
plant thing, yeah.
Because obviously the rawhide chew toy didn't last.
Body's still passed out.
So
Beat
yeah,
up.
if nobody else in the camp heard it, I don't think there was that much noise. So Plame will just look at Inara and say,
Take your pup and go back to bed. I'll continue the watch.
You're sure you weren't the cause of all this?
I mean, I did join the party, so I guess indirectly, yes.
That's a good point. She'll head back.
There, Fawin, you hear something. You roll over in your sleep, and you see this shambling, humanoid figure come stumbling out of the woods. Then it hits its knees and just claps its face forward into the dirt. It goes back to snoring.
Hobgoblin can sleep through anything, apparently.
Plame will recline his perch up on the tree.
And give me one more perception check.
Natural 20?
Thank goodness.
He's awake now.
You get the whiff of a campfire, but you're upwind from your campfire.
The halfling. The halfling, because we didn't find him in the one side of it. Yeah.
With the 15 on the intelligence, I'm thinking, maybe I should let somebody else know before I go sneaking around and checking. So he's actually going to go and wake Fawin, give her a little shake, and say,
Hey, I think there might be another campfire close by, so I'm going to go check it out. You just keep an eye on the camp.
and so then he will see if he can't follow this trail of this smoke.
So we're guessing Fawin stayed in bed.
Yeah, Fawin rolled a 2. She's not even. She's like, yeah.
All right, roll me a survival check.
Oh, crap.
Oh no, what is it?
Well, I rolled a 3, and my survival's a -1. So that would be a 2.
Yes.
So it's going,
What direction am I going?
Wait a minute. Okay, there was a tree on my left, and there's a tree on my right. Oh, yeah, I'm in the woods.
so he basically is just going to kind of wander around lost for a while. Hopefully when the sun comes up, he'll be able to orient his way.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So, sun comes up. You guys awaken. Warble's over there chilling on some old bones, mumbling about something. You notice her book is all stuck together, with page sticking out at odd angles. Chunks missing. Yeah, Mesmer's just curled up on your chest, sleeping away.
Where's the goblin at? Warble.
Yes?
Have you seen Plame?
No, I thought he was with you.
No, he wouldn't be with... Okay, fine. I look to see if the others are awake.
You see Inara just aggressively jolt up. Ah! And then she'll just start looking around with squinted eyes.
Fawin has found something she has in common with Inara.
Neither of you are morning beat.
And I think what she's going to try and do is take the flail chain off of the flail. She doesn't realize it's not going to be enough as she figures it out. She'll make a collar. And then she's going to attach a little piece of the bones that she has and try and carve Wargie into that bone piece and then tie it.
So as the sun comes up, so now maybe Plame can kind of get an idea of which way is east.
Yes.
And he was east of the castle, so he wants to go west, right?
Yeah, eventually you're going to hit the road and follow it, and you see the castle. So, yeah, once you see the castle, you're like, okay, the campsite's over there. And
Slowly, very irately stamp my way in the walk over and sit down on my bed and say, don't ask it.
yeah, he's covered in leaves and mud and stuff.
He stops and he goes, damn it!
What's wrong, Plame?
Somebody peed in my bed.
He looks over at Wardy.
Are you sure it wasn't you?
I wasn't the one passed out drunk.
I wasn't anywhere near. Wait, your bed was up in the tree. How could anyone else?
No, I was up in the tree. The bed was at the campfire.
I don't know.
And he just he stomps over and grabs a bowl of cold cat stew and gross. All right. He just basically starts eating and mumbling to himself.
Nice.
Inara's stretching and she points over to Fawin. So, what's your morning routine like? You want to join me?
We're good. And she's sitting here. Fawin has her knees pulled up kind of to her chest, and Mesmer is sitting in between, propped up, and they're just looking right at each other. Just, not quite nose to nose, but they're just an intent look with each other. And she's just scratching his ears and stroking from his head back down to his tail. And Mesmer's just like, yeah, I like it. It's good, I like it. And there's something going on there. It's you get the feeling almost like there's unspoken communication going on between the two of them.
Okay, well, suit yourself. She takes a sip of her skull whiskey or whatever. I don't know what's in there.
Or vodka, probably. I don't know.
And she just starts working out. She's doing crunches and push-ups and starts punching the tree and
I'll let the druids
all kinds
see.
of stuff.
Boddy wakes up. Has it been like the 8 hours you need for rest for all that stuff?
Yep, it is.
Boddy gets up and he starts studying his spell book and decides to swap out a spell.
Oh, don't forget, Boddy also got some hit points back.
Yes, I get. What is it?
It's your Constitution adjustment times your level, minimum of 1.
Pretty sinewy. He's got a Constitution of +3, but that's just 3 hit points he heals back of his 19, so he's at 7 now.
Yep.
I'm laughing because there's a chance that if you do risky surgery on yourself,
Still a chance I could die. Boddy going to attempt to heal himself. Fawin, are you fully awake yet?
yeah.
Right. I need you to watch me so I don't kill myself again. Gotta fix this hole in me skin.
Yes. I'll aid. I'll help you. Maybe Inara would be able to help too. Can you stack aids? You can stack them, right?
Inara can hold him down.
If it's a circumstance bonus, then no. Let's look and see. Circumstance bonus, can't stack.
Nope. Darn.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
It's a flat check DC 15. Fawin only rolled an 11.
A 10. Because that's your second or third one that's a -1.
Third.
Oh, right. That's my third roll from the guidance fiasco out of 7. So it's actually a 10.
Okay, so you do not leave.
No.
But you didn't make it worse. Thank goodness. Okay, Boddy's like, right, well, now watch me close. And he's going to do risky surgery again to get his +2. How often can you nudge fate?
By the rules, it has been 8 hours now. She can indeed cast guidance if you want it now.
Do they stack?
I think they stack because one's a hex and one's...
So let me throw that out there, though. How long does your nudge fate last?
Nudge fate can last up to a minute.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
And so I will nudge fate
And guidance is like 1 round.
And then guidance is until my next round, so then I'll nudge fate and give you guidance.
So it's a +2.
So +1 and then a plus additional 1 if you're 1 away.
All right, so let's roll my 1d8 damage first.
Come on.
2. That's doable. So Boddy takes 2 points of damage. No need to. So I get +2 for my risky surgery, +1, and we'll see if I need the other +1.
So the +3,
So
maybe a +4,
plus my +3 bonus in medicine, so +6.
maybe +7.
6 + 8 is 14.
But you need.
Thank goodness we had nudge. Good thing we had nudge fate because I need that +1.
That's 15.
15 is a success, which makes it a critical success. So Boddy will heal himself for 4d8 points of damage.
That's just an amazing amount.
But unless I roll all ones.
Unless you roll on 1.
Here's my first 2. Ooh, 8 + 1 is 9 points, and then 5 + 2 is 7. So 16 points of damage. That will heal me to full. Boddy, as he stitches himself up, he's looking at Fawin, looking to see about to guide him, and he just barely misses cutting an artery. Gets salve put on the bandage, and Boddy goes, "Oh yeah, those stitches are going to hold nicely. That's a good one."
Boddy,
Yeah,
did Plame wake you up for your watch last night?
I was first watch.
You were first watch. I don't think he woke me up for my watch last night.
He didn't save it all.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I wasn't sleepy.
Oh. Hi, Plame. Are you sure? You've got twigs and stuff on his cloak.
Yeah, on the cloak. He wouldn't have it on his hair because he doesn't have any. I can relate.
Yeah, no, I was like, this is fine. I went for a walk, cleared my head in the fresh air.
Kind of shifty-eyed and changed the subject.
We should get packed up.
Yeah, well, Fawin gives Boddy a meaningful look and then glances at Plame and then looks back at Boddy and says, I've got a few things to do. Well, you guys got to plan the day. And she turns and leaves you two alone.
And Inara, what are you doing, Inara?
She's punching the tree.
Oh yeah, nice. And Warble is out, or what's Warble doing?
She is moping and skulking over her destroyed book.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you look over and Warble is just sitting there holding her book with the pages sticking out. And she looks over at Plame and goes,
This is why we don't get dogs, camps.
Which Fawin's kind of headed that way.
So Boddy comes over to Plame and sits down and says, "Boy, sure you don't need to get some sleep. We can hang here for a little bit if we need to."
Nah, I will sleep tonight. It's fine.
When I was on watch, I noticed you were talking in your sleep. Bad dreams keeping you awake?
I don't really remember clearly. It's fine.
All right. We need you to stay sharp if you can be on the lookout.
He smiles really big and all those pointy teeth come out, and he's like,
I'm always very sharp.
That I believe. You fixed that flail up for Inara. I didn't think that could ever come untangled, but you got right through it.
Thanks.
Pretty sharp.
She's punching the tree. She's not paying attention.
Hold on. Quit destroying the forest one tree at a time.
She looks over at you, and she looks angry.
He's like, "Hi, before we start beating trees up more, do you want me to look at that wound you got there?
What wound?
That big knot on your head and all the skeleton scratch?
Yeah, I mean, you can if you want to. I'm fine.
Yeah, we don't know what we're going to find in there. We all need to be healed up as good as we can.
so you got a full-ish night's sleep. What is your constitution adjustment?
+3.
So you'll get 3 points back.
Yep. So I'm at 16 of
Oh, my.
24. So she's like still half almost.
She has 8 damage. Plame has 6. Fawin has nothing. And
I
Boddy
feel
is dead.
fantastic this morning.
Boddy's feeling pretty confident in his healing ability now that he has healed himself. He's like, "Aye, when you're done beating trees up, come find me. I'll look at your wounds and see if we can get you fixed up."
Okay. So in about 15 minutes, she'll head over to you.
All right.
We got a good morning workout in.
Right. He's not going to do risky surgery on her because she's not dying.
In that 10 minutes, do you want to take care of Plame too? He's down 6.
Oh yeah, come on. Well, while we're waiting for her, Boddy comes over to Plame and says, "Well, got some time. Want me to help you? Maybe try to fix you up?"
and Plame's eyes kind of layer just a little bit and takes a step back and it's like, no, I think I'm fine. I appreciate the offer. And he goes over to Warble and sits down and starts talking to her and asks her, do you happen to have any coffee or teas in your bag? Oh, yes, I have keys. Many keys.
So Boddy turns to Fawin and says, want my help?
Fawin's over packing up her satchel and things like that. She's like,
Well, I don't know why. You've done a great job on the third try. By the way, what was the prestidigitation? You know that ability? You cleaned yourself all up.
Yeah, it's in the book. It's one of my favorite things to use. They like to be dirty. Clean soldier's a good soldier. They taught us back in the Warrens.
Huh.
Yes, because nothing screams cleanliness like Hobgoblin.
Hey, they are very regimented and clean. Yeah, they're not like their other cousins.
So Mirabel's brewing some tea. She's got some various leaves and a twig that look particularly interesting.
So Boddy goes back to his bedroll, rolls it up, gets all his stuff packed up, reorganizes his healing kit, gets it ready for Inara, just sits there watching her beat the crap out of a tree.
And she's hitting this thing with intent. Like, she looks like she's angry at the tree for something.
What is going on?
So, yeah, she's going to wrap it up. Face are probably a little beat up now.
Yeah,
So
nice
she's
bloody
gonna-
knuckles.
She's going to wrap them with some cloth and then keep them covered. And then she will lay out some more bat meat for Wargy and let him eat some breakfast. I can't get it right.
knows?
And then she'll head over to Boddy.
Who will try to heal her? Let's see. Just normal healing, nothing fancy. So DC 15 with +3. Natural 20
Critical healing.
for 48. So 14 point healed up.
14?
Oh, you are good as gold.
I'm all the way up.
Yeah.
obviously working on someone else when you've had to work under your own neck is so much easier.
Well, you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Plame's going to grab his cup of tea, and he's going to walk over to his bedroll and pick it up and walk over to Boddy and say,
Hey, buddy, do you have any magic that can clean this off?
and he hands him the sleeping bag.
You know, Bonnie takes it and it kind of recoils the smell.
Oh, Warden.
He's like, have a little accident, did we?
It was that way when I got there, I promise.
And he winks and he casts prestidigitation again and just cleans all the funk off of this bed and hands it back to him.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that very much.
And he walks back over and rolls his bed up and puts it back in his backpack.
Inara stands up and looks at Boddy. Wow. You're really good at that when you're not stabbing yourself.
Yeah, I'm starting to figure it out a little bit more. It's now that I actually care about the people I'm working on, it's starting to make a little more sense. Before, I was just trying to get by.
Oh, you care? That's sweet. She gives him a pat on the head.
His ears go down. Don't let it go to your head. Just trying to take care of the people that are taking care of me.
Well, thank you. Slaps his back really hard again.
All right.
You're a good guy. Keep doing your thing.
For some reason, that hits a little different on Boddy. He's like, oh, no one's ever called me a good guy before. In his head, he's like, whoa. That's a weird feeling.
Don't let it get to your head.
Right. Same for you. Where's that dog?
Oh, I just fed her some breakfast. I think she escaped last night, or someone, maybe a goblin, let her out. But she's fine. She's just doing her thing.
Right. Well, have
Hey,
you
with
killed
that prestidigitation something.
the spell I just cast?
Yeah, what? I heard you guys talking about that. What is that?
Oh, just a little bit of magic. Does a few fun things, and like he cast the spell again. You see his eyes kind of glow with a little silver around them, and he moves his hands, incanting the spell, and he makes a little figurine of a wolf pop into his hand.
Oh.
He says, like something like this.
Oh
Nope.
my god, that is so cute.
He just shows it, and then he holds his hand up and just crumbles to dust. He says, little things like that. Good for entertaining folks, kids. Keep their mind off of my work when I'm cutting into them.
So you can't hold it, but you can make things for
As long as I think about it.
as long as you think about it.
But I can only do one at a time. Create little trinkets like this, or I can clean something off, or change its color, or make something warm, like that stew. I can warm it up a little bit, cool it off.
You think you could make like a cool chain collar for Wargy?
Couldn't
like
keep
a
it.
leash? No?
Couldn't keep it forever.
Oh.
You need someone that knows how to actually make things do that.
You know how to make things.
So just
You just made something
No.
with your hand.
it's just the magic. Really not me. Really can't take credit for it. Sorry.
And Warble is
Got a little sticky stuck in your throat or something?
What's going on with you?
my Bumblebrashers. You were supposed to find my Bumblebrashers.
We just woke up. It's the morning time.
Yes. Find them before they go to bed.
Do we have to go right now?
I mean, you might want to eat some breakfast. You want some cold cat
Yeah,
soup?
why don't you make some more of that cat stuff?
There's some left over. It's right there in the pot.
It's even better this morning when it's cold and nice and little clumpy.
Hey, Boddy, you said you could warm it up.
Right. Boddy walks over, casts prestidigitation again on this pale pot of stew. I can cool or warm or flavor anything.
Oh, flavor.
1 pound of non-living material. So just keep warming up till it's nice temperature, and then give it a little dash of spice to make it a little more palatable.
Little catnip.
Out! Oh my goodness. Okay, catnip.
You guys get fed?
Yeah, and Plame just kind of shakes his head.
I tell you, it's better cold, but whatever.
Fawin, as she's packing up her stuff, remembers the scroll that we found in the lockers. We haven't looked at that yet, and so she would like to see if she can figure out what it is.
Yes. Knowledge Arcana roll.
Alrighty.
Bad.
Natural 20, which is the same she got the last time she looked.
Oh, can I be that guy? -1. It's on a 19.
That's funny. -9.
This is a very deep inside joke. 5-point harness. Thank you very much. Okay, so a 19 plus 7 is still a 26.
Yeah. It is a scroll of magic missile. It's a force mirage.
I love magic missile. That's awesome. She unscrolls it, does some deciphering of that, and then rolls it back up and tucks it back away.
Ooh, don't mix them into Boddy, huh?
Not yet.
It begins.
So as everybody's packing up and getting ready to head out, Fawin done something? Yep. So Plame's going to kind of wander over to Fawin quietly and kind of lean over and say,
would you happen to have any more of those potions that you can pull out?
Yes. She hasn't made any new ones today, but she has some that we had earlier.
He said, I would have let Boddy do it, but the thought of a hobgoblin approaching me with a knife just, I don't know why, it creeps me out.
I felt the same way, Plame, but he's actually gotten much better.
I know, it's not a mind thing. In my brain, I know he's fine. I don't know. There was just something about it. It creeped me out. I couldn't do it.
What if you close your eyes, and then you won't know until he's right there? That doesn't help, does it? No.
Then I'd be creeped out in the dark.
Like, sneak up on you with your eyes closed.
Not creepy at all.
Well, is it bring back bad memories?
I don't know. It's weird. I don't want to talk about it. Do you have any of the potions or not?
Yes, I do. And she reaches in and grabs one of the red liquids that we had earlier. So he gives it to you. It'd be 1d8.
That was 6. Very good. Thank you.
Ooh, 6. You are fully healed. The whole party is good now.
Inara will give Wargie the rest of her stew. Let her eat. Yeah, let her eat some of that up.
I really seem to love the flavor.
And then she'll go over to Warble. All right, we're almost done with breakfast. What do you want us to do now?
You need to go into the castle and find my Bumblebrashers. I haven't seen any signs of them this morning.
Who are those people again?
My tribe of goblins. Look like me, kind of short. Points at herself.
Yeah, I know what a goblin looks like.
Did Inara just have a complete reset, or had she already gone to bed when we talked about this last night?
She was drinking.
Yeah. We'll explain it to you on the way, dear. It's really easy. We're going to go left instead of right in the castle.
Okay.
so
Plame will stretch and it's like, if we're ready, I'll lead the way for a while until we find the right place to make our turn.
All right. You approach the keep.
and Plame will be on the lookout with his ears.
Do you enter the same way you did before?
I think we should. through that front door that's now wide open. But he will be cautious as he enters into that first chamber where the goblin dogs were, just to make sure there's nothing is taking up residence overnight.
The only thing in there is a goblin dog.
Breathing?
Yes, he seems to be eating on the other goblin dogs.
Gross. Boddy walks to Inara and says, if we get into another fight, we have a chance before it really starts in earnest. I want to try a new spell on your sword, make it a little stronger.
Okay. How are you going to do that?
It's in this book. I just decided to try it. I think it'll work good.
That sounds good.
All right.
I like that.
So where in the room is that goblin dog at?
He is to the forward to the right, so to the north west corner.
So if I remember right, when we fought the goblin dogs, there were a couple of bodies of them that were right there, just to the right as you walk in, right? Mm-hmm. Are they still there?
Yeah, that's what it's eating on. There's one that was kind of in the corner, and then there's one closer to the door. One of each. They're playing a game of Willy.
Yeah.
So Plame will look back to Inara and Boddy and Fawin, point out, hey,
There's one of the goblin dogs are back. I think if we keep an eye on it, but kind of keep a little bit of a distance, he seems preoccupied.
Is this the same goblin dog that was out there with Warble? Okay, so it's kind of familiar with us. And it's not going to mess with us unless we mess with
He didn't scare it this time. No one was checking indoors.
Yeah.
He's by there's two doors at the back of the chamber. He's by the one to the right.
okay, yeah. So Plame will start kind of going along the left side there to the left door.
The goblin dog stays away, doesn't
No, he's happy. So you open the door, and there's this north-south hallway, the same one you came in last time. You can see the other door to your right, just a few feet down. And then it goes up, bends around to the right, and then it bends around to the left, just about 5-10 feet from you. And you can see, because there's a couple arrow slits letting morning light in.
Now that's the same hallway that we were in the first time, right?
Yeah, the first time you came to this door and went right.
Yeah, there's that middle keep, and then there's a tower to the right that we went to, and that had the courtroom. And we don't know what was in the left. All right, so Plame will attempt to move stealthily and start walking kind of leftwards down that hallway and kind of listen around that corner to see if he hears anything.
Body's close behind, but not so close that he'll make noises that'll alert any danger. You must be able to see Plame and where he's going.
So that would be a modified 20 for stealth.
Oh, very stealthy. It comes up and it kind of angles off at a 45. It goes about 25 feet, and there's a door.
Is that the only door? So
That's
it's all
the
walls?
only-
All right, so there's nothing in that hallway that we see. All right, so he'll kind of back up and whisper to Boddy in the group.
Okay, this hallway ends in a door. I think it's safe to proceed, so I'm going to go down and listen at the door.
Plame will go down to the end of the hallway, and he'll sit and listen to see if he hears anything behind the door.
Oh, give me a perception check.
Modified 15.
You don't hear anything.
Okay, so he's going to check to see, is the door locked?
It is not.
All right, so he's going to kind of nod to the barbarian and the mages and kind of step back and tell him it's unlocked.
Boddy pulls his pick out and says, all right, be ready.
Plame will cock his crossbow and pull his crossbow and get it loaded, and he'll kind of step back.
Boddy points at it and says, are there any traps?
Not that I saw.
I'm going first.
Boddy looks toward Inara, waiting for it.
She will open it and then kick it down. Because you gotta open a door with style.
It's okay. You kick it open, it slams into the wall, and you step into it's a 10-foot across circular room. It's kind of dark because there's no windows here. Looks like this might be the base of a small tower.
Okay.
Takes your eyes a round or two to adjust to the dark.
Unless you have dark vision.
So Plame will reach around behind in his pack, and he'll pull out a torch and a flint and steel, and he'll light a torch and hand it to Inara.
She'll grab it.
All right, there are two doors on the opposite wall, one on the right, one on the left.
Which one are we going towards?
So Plame will go listen to the one on the left first. Modified 20?
You don't hear anything there.
Okay. Well, just for thoroughness, I'll go and listen at the other door too.
All right.
And that one's only a 12.
You don't hear anything.
All right. So I'm going to turn and say, I think the door on the left. Let's try that one. And he'll walk over. Is it locked?
It is not.
This one I'll actually check for traps.
Perception check, please.
But that is a modified 20.
Awesome.
No traps.
Anything unusual that strikes me?
No.
Okay. So
I think it's safe.
Quick question. In Pathfinder, aren't checks for traps, secret checks that you make?
Normally.
Whoops.
We do a couple of things just for fun.
Yeah.
It's like the stealth, right? Technically, the game master rolls the stealth check.
Yep.
There's some enjoyment in, controlling your own fate.
Yeah.
Exactly. When I really scream, I want it to feel like he's responsible.
I love it. I've never played the secret checks rules, so I'm just wondering what that would feel like.
So yeah, Plame backs up and just kind of nods and says, I think this is safe. I do not hear anything, and I don't believe there's any traps.
Inara will kick down that door.
Oh my goodness.
Roll me an athletics.
She just likes kicking the doors in. Modified 11.
Okay. You slam into the door and go stumbling back as it opens in back.
They all open toward us.
Yeah, she would be the last one she opened and then kicked in.
Yeah. Did anybody search this room to see what there's anything else in there besides just emptiness?
This looks like a bare room.
Okay.
I'm going to roll to see if she realizes the way the door opens.
Go for it. Perception check.
Modified 9.
After the first time, yes, you'll realize.
Okay. She kind of scratches her head. Oh. She opens it.
That was a tough door.
Yeah.
I know.
It opens into a 10-foot wide hallway. There are some arrow slits on the left. It's heading south. It runs about 15 feet, and then it angles off to the left at a 45-ish degree angle. And as it angles, it widens out into a room. It's about a roughly 25 by 25 foot room. There's a little bit of cut out in the southwest and northwest corner. You have that little chunk missing. In the middle, there are piles and piles of beds that have all been pushed together. Bunk beds that have all been pushed together in the middle of the room. And there's another one along the back wall. There are doors. There's one door to the right in the hallway you just came through. There are 3 doors, 2 on the west wall, 2 on the south, and there's an opening in between those 2 doors. And then on the east wall are 2 giant double doors, and it looks like they have been tied together with a chain.
Hey, a chain.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Well,
Okay.
Yep. So Plame will kind of...
So I believe I opened the door.
Oh yeah, she's up front.
Fawin immediately.
You should be right behind her.
Fawin immediately whispers to everybody, "The beds, beware the beds."
right.
And then Plame also...
There's a hairy-armed creature under some beds.
Rusty underneath the beds, according to Warble. She told us about it last night.
Between you and me, I think she's a little crazy.
Yeah. There are times.
She seems perfectly normal to me.
And he kind of looks at Fawin to smile.
Boddy does an incantation, and he casts detect magic,
Alrighty.
ignoring all of our magic stuff.
There's nothing in this room. Though these doors here, the 2 on the west and the 2 on the south, do say... Oh, wait, I'm missing a door. There's a 3rd one on the... 2 more on the south. Here and here. Those 6 doors all set ajar. And there's like little placards stuck to the doors.
Placards?
Can we read what they say from where we're at? I know
No,
it's
you'd have to
30
get
feet
close.
away.
Yeah.
And the doors that are chained are the ones to our left?
Yeah,
Over
there's
across
2
the-
giant doors
across
that lead
the room?
outside.
Oh, we think they lead outside. Okay.
Sorry, awesome, Lucky.
That's a door right there. Mm-hmm. So there's a door right there by Inara.
Yes. This one is closed tight. The 2 leading outside are closed tight. The 1, 2, 3, 4 on the south wall are all ajar, and then the 2 on the west wall are ajar.
Which ones are chained?
These 2. Yeah,
The front. Okay.
The one next to Inara, does that have like a plaque on it?
Just a
No.
normal door.
Strange.
So, Plame's going to kind of step up next to Inara and say, Can I borrow that torch back for a second?
Yeah. Yeah, go for it.
And then he's going
I'll
to take
hand
the
it to
torch
him.
and he's going to throw it into the middle of that pile of beds.
Oh, okay.
I love that. Wow. Oh.
Inara just goes, hey, I wanted to throw the torch. You should have just told me.
It adds up.
Fawin says, maybe we should just take this door on the right, and then Plame throws the torch.
All right, everyone. What are you doing for initiative?
I think Fawin's probably perception. She was looking around.
Boddy got a 9 for initiative.
Plame has a 15 off a reflex. He was expecting it.
It's a modified 20.
Nice.
Brook's over there scheming on something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything at all I can do to help myself. So
He's looking on how to strangle a hobgoblin and dispose of the goblin and dispose of the body.
Yep.
Ooh, that's a good one. Look at that.
Fawin was obviously paying attention to the door to our right for an exit because she only rolled a 9. He's not paying attention to the bigger room at all.
And it pops up its weight.
Let me get your initiatives.
Boddy was 9.
Yours was a 9. And what were you
Also a 9 for Fawin.
Alrighty.
I have a dex of +1.
Plus 0.
So I'm going to move Fawin up, and Boddy's going to be at the last. Inara, Plame, Fawin, Boddy. But first, you hit and you watch the beds, the old moldy blankets on them, smolder and then burst into flames. And then a javelin goes right past your head.
A javelin? Goes, did it come from the pile of bed?
And it is something you'll find out next time.
No description, no anything.
Deep. It's a blur. A big fiery blur.
Everyone get back. The beds are shooting at us.
Okay.
They're playing by the same rules we are?
Wayfinder's Legends is a production of Red Dirt RPG, LLC, and all original characters and artwork are the property of their respective creators. The Age of Ashes adventure path was originally produced by Paizo Publishing, and all Paizo titles, characters, and artwork are used with respect under the guidelines of the OGL and ORC guiding licenses. If you like what you've heard, join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. You'll get additional content, Discord access, and quarterly gifts, and more. Join the party at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Be a hero.
We left off. I believe there was a goblin gobble.
Goblin gobble?
Gobble, gobble.
There's turkeys in the
It's our Thanksgiving episode.
Does he still have all his fingers?
1, 2, a half.
4, 5.
Do goblins have 5 fingers in Galarian? That's a good question. Or do they have 4? Are they like
4-finger discount?
Outtakes have started already. We're 30 seconds in.
Roll me a survival check.
Oh, still check.
Well, tracking is based on survival.
Crap.
Maybe he's looking for the track stealthily.
cold cat soup? That sounds like a song. Drinking every morning, getting cold cat stew.
Yeah. Why did I immediately just go into it?
Ain't got no fire, ain't got no heat. Good thing I got this cold cat meat. Alright. They are very regimented and clean, yeah. Mm-hmm. They're not like their other cousins.
The only clean hobgoblin, never mind. It's a mage's hobgoblin. I love how Inara has no sense of like, I could also be clean and presidents, but instead it's just like, hey, can you make stuff?
No.
She's angry at the tree for something.
What is going on?
This tree shot my paw.
The tree let Wargy loose. That's what it was.
Ooh, natural 20.
There you go.
Man, you guys are wasting all of these natural 20s before we even get into combat.
Waste them all now. Yeah.
Waste them all now.
I'll take natural 20s for hit points anytime.
Okay, now you can take your potty break.
All right.
Thanks for listening, and please remember to leave a review on your favorite podcast player or comment on social media or YouTube. Even a simple review can boost Wayfinder Legends and help others discover it.